Okay, day one, attribute one, let's go. This is all about authenticity, being yourself. So in this video, I'm going to cover what authenticity is, and I'm also going to give you the groundwork to understand how to become more authentic. So authenticity is the foundation of the 4 attributes. For example, if we did not have authenticity, yet we were great emotive speakers, we would come across as fake. So we could be very emotional, we could be very sad, we could be extremely happy. But if it's not linked to our authenticity, it comes across very off-putting and very weird. So the first thing before any of the other attributes is authenticity. As human beings, we're always kind of looking for authenticity. We can connect with authenticity from other people and within ourselves. So think about it. If you've ever been in a group conversation or a group setting and environment, and there's this one person that has given you this inauthentic vibes, straight away we feel some type of way about them. And that's because our natural behavior is to repel anything that feels inauthentic. So straight away we don't trust them. Our guard goes up and we tend not to get comfortable around those type of people. So if you want to make people feel comfortable and connected to your videos, then you need to be authentic. So let's start with this concept. There'll be a certain amount of thoughts and feelings and therefore words that you'll say which isn't really you. It's almost a mix of belief systems from maybe your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your friends. And some of it will be you. It'll be thoughts and experiences you've organically connected together, which does feel more like you. So a great example of this is a clip that I seen of Andrew Tate, and I remember specifically his use of authenticity. And I think the clip goes along the lines of something about the journey from being broke to rich. There's almost 2 ways you can look at it, right? So if Andrew Tate was to say something along the lines of making money is a journey, you have to enjoy the journey to become rich. Okay, so this is authentic, but it comes across very cliche. It's not linked at all to any personal experience or any form of storytelling. So what Andrew Tate actually does in a way to make this sound more authentic is he links it to an authentic feeling of being in a supercar. So if I recall the clip correctly, he says something along the lines of, you don't feel the power of a supercar at 100, you feel the power from 0 to 100, the acceleration it takes to get there. That is what it's like becoming rich. The process is what's most enjoyable. If you're just born at 100 miles per hour, it doesn't feel like anything. So it's worth mentioning Andrew Tate is an absolute master at the 4 attributes we are and will be discussing. Okay, so to address the elephant in the room, how do we know if we are being authentic? A great test for this is by understanding that if what you say makes you feel stronger or weaker. What do I mean by this? So an example of this is if you imagine your first ever video, you set up the camera and you start to feel awkward, you feel nervous. So it's not uncommon that you'd act confident. And when you do that, you most likely actually feel weaker because you are in fact acting. Funnily enough, if you started the video almost like saying, I feel awkward right now talking to the camera, but I'm going to try my best and give it a go. Obviously, this is not how you'd start all your videos going forward, but as an example, the second approach would actually make you feel stronger. You've actually said what you feel, and that's a really great way to understand if you're being authentic or not. Okay, so those are some of the key concepts on authenticity, and we're going to build on these in the next lesson.